Rhonda here with a full body barefoot body toning workout. All you'll need is a light pair of weights. I have a set of 3 here. We're going to work on a little bit of balance as well. We're going to start with our warm-up. Let's go ahead and start in a march. Pick up those feet, pick up those knees, pump those arms, get that blood flowing. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Lift one knee up and then the other, and the hands come on the thighs. Now moving into some toe taps, tapping the toe one side and then the other. And then coming into some side reaches, starting on the right. Reaching. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move it to the other side and reach, reach. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now moving into a step tap. Stepping to one side, then the other. Let's add some arms. Bring the arms to the side. And let's bring the arms forward, crossing one arm over the other. Let's bring those arms overhead. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now over to the right. We're going to do a rock step. Flexing that front foot, adding the arms, bicep curls, shifting your weight forward and back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's march it over to the other side. Switching the other foot forward, coming into that rock step. That toe flexes up towards the ceiling. Strong arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep a wide stance, about hip width distance apart or a little bit wider. Coming into a squat and pulling your arms in, reaching forward and then pulling. Maybe with each repetition, coming down a little bit deeper into your squat. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it a little bit wider. Toes come out to the side. Sumo squat to a lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go ahead and grab our weights. Starting with our first exercise in this first circuit, we're going to come into forward lunges, alternating right and left. Try to keep the torso upright, chin parallel to the ground. And we're going to add a bicep curl as we step forward into that lunge. Elbows stay right by your side. They're light weights, but moving them as if they were heavy. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Coming back to a squat position, your feet are about hip bone distance or hip width distance apart or wider. Weights are at the shoulders to start. Adding on, I'm going to add a heel lift. Keep that chin parallel to the ground, nice and wide through the chest. Adding on to this, we're going to come into a squat press, reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's come into a sumo squat position with our toes slightly externally rotated. And then we're going to hold this squat isometrically, chest lifted. Lift one heel up and then the other. Alternating right, left. Try to keep that upper body still. One more on each side. Stay low, little pulses here. And then adding arms to those pulses. Coming into a front raise. Our palms are facing each other. Lifting about shoulder height. Staying down low. Lifting and lowering with control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now let's bring our feet back to hip bone distance apart. We're going to bring the weights towards one shoulder. Step your foot, opposite foot way back, and you're going to bring that knee up. The weights come right towards the hip. So you're doing a wood chop and then lifting the knee. Your weight's moving in a diagonal across your body. Keep those feet in parallel. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now stepping the other foot back. The weight goes into the opposite shoulder, and then coming into that back lunge wood chop. Keep that breath going. Working on a little balance here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last exercise in this circuit. We're gonna come into a side lunge, stepping to the left. The opposite hand goes towards that ankle. Come to center, come into an upright row. Step to your right. The opposite hand goes towards the ankle. Come back to center, and then upright row. Always coming back to that nice tall standing position through the center. Zip it up. Big step to one side and then the other. One more in each direction. Nice. We're going to go back to the top of the circuit, starting off with those forward lunges, alternating right and left. And then adding that bicep curl. One more. Whew. Nice. All right, let's come back to that squat position with our feet hip width distance apart, or maybe a little bit wider. Weights on your shoulders. Starting off with just a squat. Working in a progression. Add the heel lift. And now adding that overhead press. Reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now moving into that sumo squat position. We're going to hold that squat isometrically and lift one heel up and then the other. Trying to keep that upper body still. One more on each side. Now keep those heels down, stay low, coming into those pulses, adding the arms. Stay low. Should be feeling the burn. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, let's bring the feet closer together. Back to that back lunge wood chop. Send the right foot back. The weights are at the left shoulder. And then you bring the weights across the body on a diagonal towards that opposite hip. Stepping way back. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move it on over to the other side. Stepping that left foot way back. The weights come to the right shoulder. As you lift that left knee, the weights come towards that left hip. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Last exercise in this circuit is that side lunge. Reach towards the opposite ankle, come to the center, zip it up, upright row. Over to the other side. As you lunge, that knee should be tracking over the second toe. Taking that big step to one side and then the other. Let's go one more on each side. Nice. Moving on to our second circuit of 6 exercises, we're going to start off with slow mountain climbers. So go ahead and make your way into a high plank position, wrist in line with elbow, in line with shoulder, nice long line from the crown of your head to your heels. Bring one knee in and then the other. Keep that core engaged. But if you do want a little bit more cardio, you can pick up the pace. Or not. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's come back to standing and grab your weights. We're going to stand with our feet in parallel, about hip bone distance apart, flexed at the elbows, palms facing each other. You're going to scoop those arms up, open to goalpost arms, bring it back forward, and then down. Lift, open, back forward, and down. Adding on to this, back to those heel lifts. As the arms come up, you lift the heels, hold, open the arms, arms come forward, and then land. Working on a little bit of balance here. Last 3. Woo. 2 and 1. All right. Keeping the feet about hip width distance apart. You're going to step that right foot back. All your weight is in that left foot, leaning slightly forward, coming into a row. Reaching forward, elbows come right by your waist. Try to bring all your weight into that left foot. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit more, then lift up on that right leg. And then adding on to this, lifting the leg to work the glutes. It's just an option. You can stay here. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now stepping that right foot forward. All your weight is in that foot, that leg. Starting off with that row. Left toes resting onto the mat. And then if you're ready to challenge that balance, lift the toe off the mat. And if you want to work the glutes, lifting and lowering that back leg as you pull. Keep your hips square, core engaged. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo. All right. Moving into a windmill, we're going to take our light weights, we're going to crisscross them, bringing them into the right hand. The palm is facing out right in front of the right thigh. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a windmill. So as you're dragging the back of your hand down your thigh, you're trying to keep it, the front of the body open, and that arm that's reaching up towards the ceiling in a vertical. Keep that arm in a vertical. You're bending slightly in that knee. Working the obliques. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Bringing the weights into the left hand, palm facing out. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Dragging the weights down that left thigh. Taking a slight bend in that knee as you reach down. Four more. All right, let's go ahead and bring the feet together, about shoulder width distance apart. We're going to come into a curtsy, starting with that right leg, sending it back at an angle into a curtsy lunge. And then adding on the arms, working those shoulders, a lateral raise. Try to keep that torso upright. Coming back to that nice tall standing position. through the center. Almost there. One more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving into a single leg deadlift. We're gonna bring the weights into the right hand and bring it in front of that right thigh. Keeping the hips square, you're gonna send that left foot back, and then you're gonna drag the weight down that leg, just right below the knee. Keep the core engaged. Focus on something in front of you that's not moving. That'll help you keep your balance. Whew. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring the weights into the left hand. Keeping those hips square, send the right foot back. All your weight is in that left foot. Dragging the weight down the leg, just right below the knee. Keeping the core engaged. Almost there. That standing leg has a slight bend in the knee. 4 more. Nice. All right. Let's go back to the top of the circuit. Those slow mountain climbers. Coming into that high plank position, bringing one knee in and then the other. Again, if you want a little bit more cardio, you can pick up the pace. Or not. Keep that nice long line from the crown of your head all the way to your heels. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and make our way back to a standing position. Pick up those weights. Feet in parallel, stand tall. Elbows by your side, palms facing each other. You're gonna lift the arms up, open to gold post arms, bring it back forward and then back down. Scoop, open, back forward, and then elbows to your waist. And we're gonna add on that balance. As the arms come up, we lift the heels, we open, bring it forward, then you land the heels. Lift the heels, open up the arms, bring it back forward, and then back to that start position. Working on that balance. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to step forward with that right leg, bringing all our weight into that right leg. Engage the core, and then we're coming back into that row. Elbows come right by our waist. Now you can keep your left foot resting the whole time. If you want to challenge your balance, lift up on that toe. Working in a progression. If you want to work the glutes at the same time, you're going to lift the leg as you bring the elbows by your side. It helps to keep that balance. If you focus on something in front of you that's not moving, four, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other leg, left foot forward, right leg back, engage the core, hips are square, and pull. Bringing all your weight into that left foot, that leg, and when you're ready, you can lift up on that right toe to work the balance. You want to work on the glutes, again, you're going to lift the leg at the same time you pull. Keep that core engaged, hip square. Or more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and shake it out a little bit. We're going to go back to the windmill, but we're going to keep the weights in both hands. Coming into that wide stance, starting with our right leg, bringing the top of the hand towards the leg, reaching that left arm up towards the ceiling. You're dragging that weight down the thigh, slight bend in the knee. Keeping it nice and open through the front of the body, trying to keep that left arm on a vertical. Vertical. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. The left palm faces out. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Drag that weight down the left thigh. Working those obliques. Last 3. Nice. All right, coming back to our curtsy, sending one foot back on a diagonal, and then the other. And then adding the lateral raise. Keeping it nice and steady. lifting and lowering those arms with control. Bringing that back leg at an angle. Woo. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Last exercise. Let's go ahead and double up, crisscross our weights. Hips are square, send that left foot back for single leg deadlifts. Bringing the weights just right below the knee. Feel free to just use one weight. Almost there. Working that balance as well as the core and the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and switch the weights over to the other hand. Again, you can just use one weight if that works better for you. Hips are square, send the right foot back, engage the core. Coming into that single leg deadlift. Dragging that weight down the leg. Come down to the home stretch. Last 4. Whew. Nice job. Let's go ahead and finish up with some stretching. Let's go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Send the hips back, engage the core, hinge at the hips, stretching out the hamstring. And then let's go ahead and bring that right toe up. Walk your hand down the leg. If it's available to you, grab the toe. And slowly come on up. You're going to bring that right leg over the left. Re-engage those abs. And then roll on down. Take a couple breaths here. Use your core to help you lift on up. Balancing on that left foot. You're going to grab onto the outside of the right ankle. Square off those hips, those thighs. Feel free to hold on to something. Open up through that right shoulder. Reach that left arm up. And then roll down that wrist. And then onto the other side. The left foot steps forward. Send the hips back. Core is engaged. Bring that left toe up. Walk your hand down the leg. Head for the toe. Stretching out that hamstring, that calf. Slowly come on up. You're gonna bring that left foot over the right, and then coming into a forward stretch. Stretching out both hamstrings, maybe a little bit in the IT band as well. And slowly roll on up. Bring all your weight into that right leg. Balance. Left hand grabs onto the outside of that left ankle. Even out those thighs, those hips. Open up through the shoulders. Reach that right arm up. And roll that wrist on down. Come into a wide stance. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. One last time. Nice job. See you next time.